Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome to week 2 of Human Growth and Development. In this video, I'm going to tell you what to expect for this week, and I'll briefly talk about the group projects. This week, you can earn up to 10 points by participating in our first content discussion. And what I mean by content discussion is this week you're expected to use the resources in Canvas or your required textbook to actually complete the first discussion. So the way you'll earn the 10 points is by making your initial post by Thursday, that's tomorrow, and then replying to 2 or more classmates by Sunday. So the first day of the week is typically Monday, but this week was MLK Junior Day on a holiday, so the college was closed on Monday, the 15th, and so we didn't have class, uh, even though we're virtual. So technically the first day of this week was Tuesday, and I'll try to post these videos either the first or second day of the week, but Monday was a holiday. Anyway, Thursday is when you will make your initial post, and I made a whole video about this, but in case you didn't see it, you want your post to be complete, correct, clear, concise, and creative. And if you make a post that is minimal, you're going to lose points. Okay, so you really want to make sure you give a substantive post. If you say something that's not factual, I will gently nudge you in the direction of where to find some credible information and the accurate, information. Now, because we have so many people in this class, because I've merged 2 sections, I won't be responding to every single student. But have no fear, I will see your posts because I have to grade them. So when the when this discussion thread closes on Sunday, then next week I basically go through and I grade each person's discussion, and you get feedback privately. Sometimes I'll give feedback on the discussion thread, but often my feedback comes in the form of a number. If you got a 10 out of 10, that means you got a 10 out of 10, boo. That means you were right on point. That means you thoroughly answered the question. You provided accurate information. Your response was relatively creative. It was free from most grammatical and mechanical errors. It was organized and easy to read. Okay. And you replied to 2 class members, and those responses were also substantive. So if you got a 10 out of 10, that's what that means. If you got a 9 out of 10, you might have done one little thing wrong, or it might have been good, but it could have been just a little bit better. Same thing with 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, that's the same as a B. If you got a 7 out of 10, that's a C. It's like you did the minimum. You were okay. No worries here, but just okay. Definitely want to step it up if you're trying to get an A or B in this class. If you got a 6 or below, that means you probably missed some of the key elements of the assignment. In other words, you didn't reply to 2 more class members, or your replies were so minimal that you might as well not have even bothered, or your initial post was just lacking. Like it was a good start, but it was lacking, and then you also, did minimal replies to peers. Don't be stressed out if you get a low score on one discussion, because usually I will give feedback if you make an error initially. After a while, it's like I made a video on this. I have a document about this. I mean, there's so much information telling you what to do, right? That I assume that you're just not reading the instructions or you don't care. So I stopped making comments after a certain point. But anyway, you can earn up to 10 points by participating in this first discussion. All right, so our topic for this week is actually the science of human growth and development. So this first chapter is very much a review. Some of you already read chapter 1, and if you did, good for you. If you haven't, then go ahead and make sure you finish reading chapter 1 this week and start reading chapter 2, because after this week, we'll be kind of moving a little bit more swift. You'll have to read about 2 chapters per week, but in the beginning, we kind of take it slow with the first 2 weeks of reading just 1 chapter. And I do that because I know that not everyone has a textbook the first week of class, and we're kind of setting the stage and getting to know everybody. And really, honestly, the information in the modules is enough to carry you the first couple of weeks of the class. So, but this week you're actually reading chapter 1, and you can see it's telling you all about the science of human development. So theories, how developmental psychologists ask and answer questions, a little bit about the difference between correlation and causation. And I actually made an entire video on chapter 1, and so I'll share that in the link in case you are interested in seeing it. Okay, the group project. So this group project is something that is a semester-long thing. Okay, so there's several smaller assignments that lead up to one big assignment. The big assignment is you're working with your class members and creating a presentation the equivalent of a 15-minute oral presentation. Because we're a virtual class, we don't meet face to face. So we're not going to have a Zoom and see people's presentations. What'll happen is you'll either make a slideshow with speaker's notes, or you'll make a video and you'll present to me, and then I share that with the class. So the presentation is a research assignment above all else. And another is the opportunity for you to connect with other students. It's really a good chance to hone your interpersonal and intrapersonal skills. So in other words, learning about your strengths and weaknesses and learning how to work with others. Now, sometimes these group projects turn out to be fantastic and people get along so well and it's so wonderful. Other times it can be very frustrating because you have to get on the same page with someone else, and often that can be tricky. Now, because this is an online class, you are not required to meet up face to face, okay? But what happens with a lot of groups is they'll change email contact or emails or phone numbers with their fellow members in their group, and they'll communicate that way. I have set up a a Canvas shell for each group, and what this Canvas shell is, only the members who have been assigned to your group can see that shell. So you guys can upload things, you can communicate back and forth, and the shell is for each individual group. And if you're wondering how to access the shell, from the home page, click on People, then click on Group Project, and then you should see three little dots. Use the three little dots to go to the group's homepage. And because this is a new group, you don't have a homepage. So you and your group members can create a homepage, or you can post an announcement, you can post a discussion, you can just get the ball rolling. Okay, so this week, even though there's nothing due for the group, you are assigned the group so you know who you're working with. And I suggest using this week to start thinking about organizing and planning what you're going to do. So you've been assigned members and you've been assigned a topic. You want to take that topic that I've assigned you and you want to narrow it down, play with it, do a search, a Google Scholar search, or go to the library here on campus virtually and play around with the topic so that you narrow that topic into something more focused, more specific. The topics range anything from cross-cultural studies of death and dying to surrogacy to designer babies. So whatever your topic, you and your members have to work together to research it and to present what you find to the class. If you're wondering about a timeline, you can go to the syllabus by clicking on Simple Syllabus in Canvas, and you can look at the course overview that has like all the dates in the class, and that'll show you exactly when the project is due. Coming up, you'll have a project plan that'll be due. I don't know if it's next week or the following week, but I'll be making another video and I'll give more instructions when it comes to that. In the meantime, I've made several videos about the group project and I'll share those in the links also if you want to take a look at those. All right, I'm keeping the video under 10 minutes. If you have questions, comments, compliments, or concerns, you know what to do. Go ahead and send me an email. The best way to contact me is via email in Canvas. Use the inbox feature in Canvas, and I'll see it and I'll get back with you. If you don't want to email and you want to call me on the phone, my extension is 1612. Keep in mind, I'm only on campus on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I do have classes, 3 classes on Mondays and Wednesdays. So if you call and I'm in class, I'll get back to you when I'm back in the office. My office is located in Building 8, room 106G, and I do host office hours on Mondays and Wednesdays before and after my classes. These office hours are listed in the announcement on Canvas. They're listed on my door outside of my office. They're listed in the syllabus. So, if you want to get in touch with me, I'm here for you.